Hello and welcome to this next video in the series, A Modern Seller's Guide to Win More 6- and 7-Figure Deals. I'm Amy Franko, author of The Modern Seller and LinkedIn Top Sales Voice. Whether you're a sales professional or a sales leader, you'll want to make sure to catch all of the videos in this series. I cover the foundational elements of what it means to close 6- and 7-figure deals, and then I offer up a methodology and some specific strategies that you can put into either your individual sales territory, or if you're a leader, you can use these strategies to coach your teams. It will help you to better identify and close these higher value 6- and 7-figure opportunities. So let's go ahead and get into the conversation. So far, what I've covered in this series is this particular methodology that I've created and that I work with my clients on: strategic selling for professional services and B2B organizations. So if you are selling complex deals, or if you want to be selling more complex, higher value deals, this is a methodology that can help you get there. There are 5 key pieces to the puzzle, and when you align these pieces with your existing sales process, it can help you to be more effective, more efficient at moving opportunities through the pipeline and then ultimately closing these higher value deals. So for today, we're going to talk about compelling proposals. What goes into a compelling proposal, and how can you put some of these ideas into practice? The honest reality is that 50% of proposals fail to win business. And one thing that I would recommend in your organization or your individual territory, do you know your win rate for your proposals? And do you understand what makes your proposals win and which ones don't win? Do you take away some learnings that you can put into the next proposal? And many times, the reason why a proposal fails to win is that we tend to be focused on us. We tend to be focused on our organization, our capabilities. Our proposal can often read like a resume of our accomplishments and our services. That doesn't interest our clients or prospects one bit. You were invited to the table for a reason, and part of your role as a seller or as a sales leader to coach your sellers is you have to stand out and be different in the eyes of a prospect or a client. Successful sellers know how to flip the equation. So when I'm working with my clients, there are 4 key elements that I'm always looking at in their proposals. So I'll share these with you here. The first, outcomes. Do you truly understand the top 3 to 5 major outcomes that the client or prospect is looking to accomplish as it relates to what you're proposing? Secondly, are metrics or measures of success. Many times I find that clients will have some measures of success that they have in their mind, but we will often work together to fine-tune those. I will bring them fresh ideas to be thinking about, or sometimes we will get into the process a little bit further. Different metrics or measures of success will show themselves, and then we will decide together whether it makes sense to track that as part of this particular project or engagement. And then, do you understand the value that those outcomes and those metrics will drive toward? Both organizational value and also personal value for the decision makers and the influencers that are ultimately making the choice to do business with you. Your solutions then become a supporting character in the cast, if you will. They aren't just front and center. You've done all the other work first of understanding the business case, and your solutions then become a natural fit to solving for that business case. When you flip the equation in that way, you stand out in a much different light, and you will differentiate yourself from your competitors. One tip that I often share with my clients, and that I've also personally found to be helpful, is wherever you can, collaborate on the proposal with your client. You'll accomplish a couple of things here. You will get to build the relationship further with the client. You will get their buy-in and understand the commitment level that they have to seeing this engagement through, especially those higher value 6- and 7-figure opportunities. And then lastly, you can also continue to do a little bit of qualification. When you understand their buy-in, you understand their level of commitment, that's going to tell you, is this deal still fully qualified? Or do we perhaps need to take a step back and have some conversations to understand, is it still fully qualified, or where do we need to go from here? So that's one tip that you can put into practice right away. Wherever you can, make sure to collaborate on your proposals with a client or a prospect. Let's talk a little bit more about how you can put this into practice. So first things first, I'll give you a challenge to try. Take a current proposal or a recent one and remove all the references to you or your firm from the proposal. Your name, everything about you, everything about your solutions and your capabilities. What is left? Would that proposal stand on its merits of outcomes, measures of success, and value to the client or prospect? So that's a test that you can give yourself on a current proposal or a recent proposal. For proposals that you're working on, create an outline of the 4 elements that I described, starting with outcomes, then your measures of success, and then the value that you're looking to create. When you have those things outlined, then you can go back and take a look at the solutions that fit. And you can even go to your client and get their input on where you're at in terms of those other 3 elements, because then your solutions will start to naturally fit into the equation. And then as you are reviewing a proposal, plan an internal group review and really challenge yourselves to think about one thing that you can do that will make it better, and differentiate you in the eyes of the client or prospect. Because really in the end, that's all that matters, is are you standing out and are you different in the eyes of that client or prospect? So if you'd like to have a further conversation, I would welcome the opportunity to talk with you further. If you would like to talk through how you or your sales team can grow your 6- and 7-figure deals, please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn or reach out to me, amyfranko.com, fill out the contact form there, and we can schedule some time to connect further. Thank you for joining me for today's conversation, and I will look forward to seeing you in a future video.